Ciao ragazzi, I'm Daniele Uditi, chef and partner from Pizzana in Brentwood, Los Angeles. We're making Cacio e Pepe pizza. Cacio e Pepe basically means cheese and pepper. Cacio e Pepe is usually used in pasta, but I believe that is even better and delicious on a pizza. We mix flour and water and wait for the bacteria that are in the air to naturally ferment your dough. This process is called autolysis. This will give you more flavor, more air, and more spring in the oven. So the puffy crust, everybody loves it. This is the secret. Just scrape all the flour from the bottom of your bowls and just remix it in the center. And it's really fast to mix it by hand. After we wait 30 minutes, we can add our yeast and start mixing until all the yeast is incorporated in the dough. When your hand doesn't stick anymore, it means that it's ready for the salt. You want to keep mixing until the dough becomes elastic. You cover your bowl with plastic and then you let it rest for about 1 hour so all the gluten relax, and just cut each portion around 250 grams. You can use a little bit of flour to help you out so the dough doesn't get stuck in your hand, but please don't use too much because you dehydrate the dough. Start placing it almost like 4 fingers because this one is gonna proof and double in size. Traditional cacio e pepe is made with pecorino romano. I like that, but on a pizza I feel like the translation is better with parmigiano. Dump everything in a blender, blend it until there is a cream consistency. The texture is in between a pastry cream and a puree. You can put it in your refrigerator for 2 or 3 hours so you give time to the cream to thicken. A lot of people get scared about stretching the dough, but it's the easiest thing to do. Just put a little bit of semolina underneath and more semolina on top of your dough. Start to stretch using 2 or 3 fingers and just delineate our crust and pushing all the air in the crust. That will give you a fluffy, puffy crust. I like to put a little bit of olive oil on the crust. That helps to puff up the crust and gives you more heat. Heavy cream that we season with salt and pepper. I like to use a mixture of fresh mozzarella and dry mozzarella because it helps you, give you the ooey gooey and cheese pool texture that everybody loves it. Finish with a handful of delicious Parmigiano Reggiano. Then we're ready for the oven. I usually use 2 pizza stones, one on the bottom and one on the top, but if you guys don't have a pizza stone, you can use a cast iron pan. You can use a sheet tray on top too, something that retains heat so it can give you another 50 to 100 Fahrenheit in your oven. The cacio e pepe is a Roman pasta dishes. My mom used to make it for me when I was a kid. It happens to be my favorite pasta dishes. I have like my heart in this dish. That's why I wanted to translate it in a pizza. So good.